what would be the opposite of veganism? I don't think it's just eating meat. So we're gonna try some bar foods at home that I guess would be the exact opposite of the food video I did prior to this. Because they're kind of bar snacks, that sort of thing, we are gonna have our beer. Now this is actually a Tsingtao non-alcoholic beer, so we're gonna enjoy that. Let's give it a try. You know, I don't care what anybody says. I like the taste of beer. This tastes exactly like it. Sometimes when you get a non-alcoholic beer, it tends to be a little bit sweeter. I would say that tastes exactly like beer. The reason we have nothing on our plate is because we're gonna add stuff, and I'm trying to think of where to start. So as I said, what would be the opposite of veganism? I've got some stuff that's got a dairy component, some other stuff over here is snacks, but odds and ends is kind of where I go. Like the opposite of veganism would be blood and guts and those kinds of things. So with that in mind, I guess let's start with our microwaved chicken feet. So let us give that a go. Oh, they are looking chicken feety. Oh yes. I've had chicken feet in Korea and I've had chicken feet in Cambodia, and the ones in Cambodia, they're like talons. You could barely get through them. You kind of just bite around them. Let me move this for a second to pull this off so I'm not spraying it everywhere. This is our chicken feet. Now they are supposed to be the bull, the fire, the spicy. So let's hope I don't start coughing too much. I do pretty well with spice, but sometimes the spicy chicken feet in particular tends to be pretty high up there. So these are just nuked in the microwave for a good, I guess, minute and a half. That's what it recommended. And the nice thing about these is they are so soft. Is really the only way to try them. Let's go for it before these cool off. Oh, it's very hot. Not so spicy. You can feel some heat, but I wouldn't say this is similar to the stuff that I've had in a restaurant. The one thing that you do enjoy about these at a restaurant or a type of bar, for example, is that they are grilled. And I thought, what is this going to taste like? You can really taste that grill as well, so it's still really quite good. So what does it taste like? Does it taste like chicken? No. It's... how to describe the taste? You can tell that it is meaty in a sense. You know, you can't confuse that this came out of the sea, for example. This is not like a seafood flavor. There's no way to confuse that. But if you told me that this was pork skin, I'd believe you. So it's got kind of that collagen skin kind of component. I don't know how many people have tried that. Really, it's soft. There's a little bit of texture. There's a little bit of bite to it. It's mildly sticky when you chew. Same with pork skin. And I'm talking not the fried pork rinds, but I'm talking like the thick piece of pork skin, like a pig's ear or something along those lines. It's going to have that same texture. As far as the flavor, you get a grill flavor and a spicy flavor. Not particularly salty, not a soy sauce flavor or anything like that. So it's a little fatty tasting. But other than that, I think these are great. I'm just going to have some more of that non-alcoholic beer. I mean, to me, this is a perfect bar snack. It really, really is. But can it top? Now, for me as well, it's hard. If you ask me the difference, you know, do I want chicken feet or do I want intestines? That's hard for me to choose, but thankfully today we don't have to. So one of these is on sale, so it's got the sale sticker on there, but what we care about here is that this is fire as well, so we got the bul here. This is beef makchang. Makchang, so there's going to be two different types of intestines that we get. There's going to be makchang, which is like the large intestine, and then gopchang, I believe I bought gopchang, yes, which is the small intestine. This one is from, excuse me, burp from the beer. This one is from a cow, and I believe this one is going to be from pork. I thought so, but I'm actually not seeing it. Oh, there it is, okay. So we're gonna do, I guess, this one on one side. Let's try. Oh, do you see it? Looks so good if you like intestines or you know what you're looking for. So we've got some pieces that are kind of open and then some pieces that look like donuts that are on there. The other guy, again, this is like a bunch of garlic. So it's gonna be the garlic or small intestine. And let's see. Oh yes. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's so good. The problem is not a ton of people like this, so it's hard to go get it as at a restaurant, and especially with, you know, the pandemic and stuff. I think that's one of the reasons that items like this, where you just kind of cook it at home, those are on the rise. As far as cooking this at home, this one doesn't have the instructions to show you, and this one does. Let's see how well we can see that. Okay, basically you can open it up and dump it into a pan. You can tear the top off and put it in the microwave, which is what I did, or you can kind of, or you don't open it, sorry, and you just dunk it in boiling water and you just wait for it. I'm gonna go try this garlic first, because if this is really spicy, it might be hard to taste the garlic. So what pieces do we have? Gosh, look at this. We've got, I'm trying to see if we have any like tubes. We have a tube. That's great. It's got a tube going. Very garlicky. Normally one of the things I like about intestines is, for pork intestines, they taste like really juicy pork chops. That's how they taste, is really juicy pork chops. These do not taste like that. They also are usually really chewy. These just kind of fall apart in my mouth. Not hitting the notes that we're looking for. So let's try to clean out our mouth here. I love it. I really do. And I do apologize, you guys have to give me a second to wipe my nose. Thankfully, I brought some tissue. Anytime that there's food that's like really warm or something, my nose will just start running, and I don't want that to be on the camera. I do apologize, but it's one of those things. If I'm gonna make one of these videos, it will happen. So when I was dumping out this guy, I saw this. I don't know how well you can see it. Look at all the texture. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it's gonna taste really good and chew really good. For the beef, there tends to be a different flavor that I've tasted with the pork. The pork just tastes like pork. The beef has like a deeper flavor to it. Let's try it out. Getting a little chew. That's what we want. That's what we're digging. Not as chewy as it would be if you had gotten it. Again, so it's really cool because you can see, like, can you see that texture? So this is the outside of the intestine, and you can just see it's kind of bumpy. And then there's this middle part that is a lot softer. So it's I know it's kind of, for some people maybe it's kind of gross, but for me, I don't mind. I don't have that if I look at something gross, then I can't eat. I think I can just eat no matter what. So this is like, wow, it's kind of an anatomy lesson while we're eating this. I mean, it's good. It's just one of the reasons, one of the big appeals I feel for intestines is the chew. And I'm not getting that. I'm going to try one of these again, these long ones with the texture. I'm trying to show you guys that texture a little bit. Oh. Tends to be better, but overall, I would say it's a poor substitute for going and getting those. The chicken feet, I think it's pretty similar. The only thing you're missing is that part of the grill where it kind of burns the sauce just a little bit. It adds a nice little texture note, but otherwise you're getting the grill flavor. You are getting the chewiness. You're not missing any of those notes. This, I would say, the biggest appeal is the texture. In my opinion, that's the biggest appeal. If you don't like the texture, if you don't like that chewiness, then yeah, go for this. The taste is fine, but to me, that's the big appeal. Yeah. So I will say I'm a little disappointed with this, but I'm still glad I tried it. And since we tried one that's not going expired, and we tried one that is going expired, which is why it was put on sale, at least we know it wasn't because of that. So we've got some snacks left over. We have Pringles. I think I'll just stick them up here, right? Roasted seaweed flavor. Have not tried it. We've got Pepero, whatever flavor this is, brie. It says nude cream cheese. Nude because there's nothing on the outside. I like this format of Pepero where the flavoring and stuff is on the inside, but it says cream cheese. I don't know, that doesn't look like cream cheese to me. We have this one I thought was weird. So I'm not sure what flavor this jelly is supposed to be, but it's you have to add something and shake it. So we'll see. By the way, I'm just seeing the ingredients on the back. Oh, there is squid. So that's what I thought. I thought this was to be squid flavored. Maybe it is, but if you can't have pork for whatever reason, this one does have pork. I'm assuming it's for the gelatin. Told you this is the opposite of vegan. And then sour yogurt jelly. Now for me, I'm not the biggest fan of the yogurt jelly. I'm not the biggest fan of like the yogurt drink. So sour, I'm probably not gonna like it, but I decided let's give it a try. So I guess we'll just try it as they started, right? Put these up so you can see them. So we have our good friend the Pringle. Now I have compared these, yeah, the pop, yeah, to American Pringles. American Pringles are bigger and thinner, so these are a little thicker and they are smaller. I don't know, I mean, you don't know the size of my hand to compare it to, but oh, we have a spoon. Yeah, there you go. So that's, yeah, I guess it's a tablespoon size. So let's give it a go. I mean, what else are you expecting? This is roasted seaweed. I mean, it tastes like roasted. I like roasted seaweed, so that's one of the reasons I wanted to try it. It just tastes exactly like roasted seaweed. So cool. You get that nice. If you've never had seaweed before, I definitely recommend trying it. It's a slightly marine flavor, and then really salty. I definitely dig it. Let's try our dairy, right? What do we got? So here's that container, and this is how they look coming out. So they got these little tubes full of cream cheese. At first it tasted more like cream cheese. Cream cheese in Korea, there's a big difference. Cream cheese in the States, it's got that tanginess to it. But the cream cheese that I've had, even from like a Philadelphia, which is a famous brand in the U.S., if you live outside of the U.S. and you know the brand, let me know. But it's a famous brand there. They have an export version for Korea, and honestly, it just tastes like plastic to me. There's none of that tang that makes cream cheese so good. So I got really excited. At first there was that tang, and then it kind of ends with this fart. Yeah. No thanks. So we are going to move on. Sorry about my nose again, guys. I was not kidding. It's really bad in the winter because when your air is, or your body's trying to heat up that cold air, that doesn't work for me. I just remember we couldn't really touch our face in the military, and I went during the winter, and I was in boot camp, and just at one point, I just had so much of this snot coming out of my nose, and I couldn't wipe it off, and somebody had to talk to me. It was one of the actual Marines, not the recruits, and I looked at them, and they just started laughing at me, and I was like, what can I do? There's nothing to wipe it on. Oh, that, ugh. This is, ugh. I mean, it smells like soured yogurt, which is already sour, so you know what I mean when that yogurt kind of turns. Yeah. We got the little shiny, glistening magic on here. Let's hope that it is actually sour. I've been very disappointed in sour gummies in Korea. They just seem to be covered in sugar. Shame. I don't know. I'm not a fan. It's not sour. It just tastes like the yogurt gummy. I thought it might be exciting if it was sour at least. It does not look like that. Let's get some of the beer. Oh, I really get that taste out of my mouth. So let's try these. It's supposed to taste like grilled squid, but with butter. So there's this snack that you can get like at the movie theater, where they grill some squid legs and stuff, and then they brush it with butter, and it's really good. Oh, look at this little packet. What do we got? Oh. So normally, when you get squid, I wish I would, I thought about buying a pack of squid, and I'm like, I've eaten squid before. Normally when you get it, it'll come with this little pack of spicy mayonnaise that has this red pepper paste called gochujang, and that's what this is. It says gochujang mayo mat, so it's the spicy red pepper and mayonnaise soup. Really, they want to say, you know, sprinkling or whatever, but let's try. It says you gotta cut it, but thankfully we could tear it. Okay, so it is. It smells. I mean, it smells like spicy mayonnaise. That's, yeah, look, I don't want to deny you the visuals here, so this is gonna be funky. All right, that should be good, right? That's good. Okay, let's crack it open now. You can definitely see all these, oh, I'll just leave it there. These coated jellies. Let's do it. There we go. So it's got, I don't know how well you can see the texture, but we got these little suction cups here. I hope that wasn't too loud. I really should have tried one without that dust, and the dust got into my nose. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, so, oh, it just kind of got up in there. All right. I mean, how would you describe that this tastes like? Let's get rid of some of this powder. Okay. Let's just try to taste the gummy. At first it didn't really have a taste, but no, it's squid. It's a squid gummy, and it's not offensive. I would say that this powder, you guys saw that, I sneezed from it. I'm trying to hold back another sneeze. I don't know if that was the best choice to include this powder. I feel like it just kind of adds spice, but it doesn't add flavor to it. I'm not getting enough of that mayonnaise background. I should have had like a side of mayonnaise for this. I don't know. I don't know if it really complements it. I think it's a fun concept, but I don't know if it really complements this. But, it's definitely squid. That is so interesting. Sometimes when you get squid, it also does have a slight sweetness to it. There's like a peanut butter squid, which sounds funky, but it's really good. It's like a peanut butter powder that's on it. Really good. So it brings kind of a sweetness to it. If you've ever eaten dried squid, then you know what I mean. There's already that slight sweetness to dried squid. So I think the sweetness as a component of it being a candy works really well. I wasn't sure what to expect from this when I picked it up. I would say out of everything, this and the chicken feet. It's probably the best, yeah. So these are your anju, these are your drinking snacks, and those are the ones that I would recommend. This guy and our good friend the chicken feet that have now probably gone cold, and I gotta re-nuke them. The intestines, they didn't taste bad as far as the taste. The texture was just totally missing and just kind of takes the fun out of eating it. If you like chips and you want to eat something salty, some people really like something salty and crunchy when they're drinking. Yeah, definitely go for that. Really a miss with these guys here, and also the pepero. That's a no. So yeah, who knew that out of everything, the best snack, not like a meal or something snack, but the best snack that I would enjoy is the squid jellies. All right, well, on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions about anything about Korean drinking culture, anything that we talked about today, then feel free to post it in the comments section below. But as always, guys, thanks for listening. Bye.